Hello, friends on YouTube. This is your friend Cody, host of the Pillars of Freedom podcast and the 5 Day Entrepreneur Incubator Challenge. And if you can't read this, it says learn to close bad doors for good reasons. And I'm bringing you this episode partially because I know a friend of mine right now is going through a tough time. Maybe you are too. And how many of us have gone through tough times or are going through tough times, whether it's personal or business related, something that's demanding more of us and looks like an endlessly horrible path, something that maybe we wish to, escape from and make a new reality from. And I just want to encourage each of you that I have a message for you tonight that if you're willing to listen might just change your life. Um, as many of you guys know, I'm on a journey to build my business towards financial freedom, where really money is no longer a problem, and I'm able to live life on my terms. And as many of you guys have heard or listened to, whether on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, this is not the first time that I've left a job, or for example, like left a business or for whatever reason. This is not the first time I've gone through hard times. And especially as in my journey to building business, this is not my first business. My first business was direct sales network marketing business. And throughout my journey in building that business, I quit two jobs. The first job I quit was a bank teller job where they said, you can't go to that national conference. You need to focus on doing your job here for $14 an hour. And I'm like, you know what? My freedom means more to me than your stupid $14 an hour. So they said, you can either resign or we can fire you. And I said, I'll resign. Let me sign the letter. Give me a pen. A few months later, I started a new job working as a draftsman, something more in my technical background, where I studied mechanical engineering technology with an emphasis in manufacturing. I started a job, but I was still building that business at the time. And I said, you know what? I need to go to this national conference. And they said, well, you can go to that conference, but you can't keep your job. And I said, that's fine. Let me resign. Give me the pen, right? And here's what I found, guys. It's like every time I closed, those doors, I left those jobs, something amazing happened. Something even greater happened, but I couldn't have predicted what it was. Sometimes it was another job. Sometimes it was a new partnership in business. But whatever it was always better than what I left behind. And as fast forward, here I am now building my second business, and I find myself, 21 months into this new job where I'm working as a machinist apprentice at a machine shop here in town. And we have an intern come through the shop, and a bright guy, really good, great head on his shoulders, good heart, has the best intentions and, really tries to do, his job well. And I saw how the other employees were treating him. And I was on the phone with someone I'm close with, telling them about his going away party, quote unquote, going away party. And they paused on the phone. They said, you realize that's hazing, right? And it hit me square in the face. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what's been happening. They've been hazing this intern. And so I brought it up to the boss, and I was like, hey, this is hazing. This is not right. What are you going to do about it? And here's what he told me. He shrugged it off and said, Cody, that's all fun and games. And I don't know about you guys, but how many of you that makes you incredibly mad? I mean, it makes the hair on your back, your neck bristle. You're like, your fists start to clench up. Yeah, not right. I know, me too. So as soon as he said that, I was like, you know what? I need to leave. Here's my 2 weeks. And I left that job. But here's the thing, guys, I didn't have another job lined up. I didn't know what was going to happen because even though I was in business, I was not consistently making sales. So here I was leaving a perfectly paying job, but with a moral dilemma of, okay, do I stay and tolerate it, changing nothing and just seeing more people come through the shop to be hazed, or do I change my environment by taking me out of it and pursuing a better future? And so leaving, I set my sights on getting, what was it, whether it's progress in business or now a better job. And here's what I found, guys. When I learned how to close bad doors for good reasons, I am consistently amazed how great doors start opening up. I published this episode in the Modern Hermes Marketing Podcast on August 21st, shortly after I left that job. And it's now November 13th, almost 3 months later. And here's what I'm finding, guys. I now have a job where I'm doing the same work for matching pay in an exceptional culture, and I will not be surprised if I get a significant pay raise over the next 2 to 3 months. So, what does that look like? That looks like me closing a bad door and a great door opening. Here's what's cool too. At that time, I did not have a confident approach of how I was going to systematically grow and scale my business. Looking back now, especially after returning from Funnel Hacking Live, an amazing, business and marketing event where anybody who uses sales funnels, that's their number one place to be year after year. Um, Came back with an amazing approach that is going to help me systematically grow and scale my business so that way the income base is basically out of control. How many of you would like that problem, right? And what was amazing yet is that I now have a side hustle that really it pays me over $100 an hour, $100 an hour for a side hustle that I might work 10 hours a week. So here's the thing, guys. Um, I don't know what kind of doors you need to close in your life, but you and I both know that they are bad doors. There's something about whether it's a job or relationship, business, even an approach or strategy, it's not good. There's something about it that's toxic. There's something about it that's infecting you and making you lose sleep, lose confidence, whatever that looks like, lose belief. And I want to encourage you that whatever that bad door is, to learn how to close it. For me, closing that door in the job meant leaving that job. I couldn't stick around and try to change it. I needed to change me and my environment and what I was doing to solve that problem. I couldn't have changed them, but I could always change me. And I chose to take myself out of it. Now, here's the thing, because I didn't have anything lined up, I walked out on faith. I took a step out on faith, practiced a little bit of grit as I tried to build my business, gain a new approach, and find a new job. And now here I am almost 3 months later with, a great job as far as I can tell, an amazing approach to business, and an incredible side hustle where these are things I could not have predicted. But time and time again, guys, I'm finding that when you learn how to close bad doors for great reasons, great doors start opening up. So, whatever it is going on in your life where you feel like that's a bad door, I just want to encourage you to close it, because if you're willing to practice a little bit of faith, grit, and patience, great doors will start opening up for you. This has been your friend Cody, host of the Pillars of Freedom podcast and the 5 Day Entrepreneur Incubator Challenge, and of course, the Mon Hermes Marketing Podcast, where I published this episode the first time in August. And I'd love to hear what you guys are enjoying from this series, what you'd like to maybe see more of, maybe see less of. Hopefully, you find some of this valuable, some of it entertaining. And I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow as we do the next episode, as I document this journey and try to provide you guys with a little bit of value. Anyway, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.